Never tlore bontsha kere fela ba tla le selo ba no nyaka fela re tle re bone kit ya bona home and away ba tla le selo nonsense fela just fela ra tseba re bona ba focus go ka ya kere ba nyaka target ya gore merchandise wa bona o tsamaya ba ba le selo.
Good morning, how's it?
I'm fine, and you?
Yeah, what is your name?
Matume.
Matume?
Yeah.
From where?
Tembisa
Branch.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, who's Jersey? How did our Jersey look like?
Yeah, after so far, Gisarena, you're right, unique.
Yes.
Our marketing director, we are Mergo Omorite. We are happy for Yena or Archara Pila so.
Then how the other one away game?
Away game as well.
Away Jersey.
Away Jersey. Yes. Kijesi ngwelo ipila but achiki boni pila since ke bona e apergoena Mr. Saddam.
Yes.
I'm happy guy because of isuta each and everything. The track suit arena yeah. So yeah, okay, ya para leka track suit ya para nge black hainya ke track suit e mo matala side.
What can you say about the Kappa? Who give us a nice merchandise original? What can you say? Kappa.
Well, Kappa e monate ya baba man. No mpa ya baba mo chelete marapti sofa Kappa e re tsore pila re rata le sela la bona le sharp.
Okay.
Yeah. Abarixiti ki original.
Original. So you love the color, you love the material.
Material is good. Yeah.
Okay. So can you encourage all the supporters to buy the merchandise?
Obvious, this thing is going to be sold out before next week.
Oh.
Yeah, they must buy another Kappas because of people they're running after it. Up to so far from Bloemfontein, when we come back there, all the branches will run away or banyake Kappa. Yeah.
No, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sure.
Good morning, everybody. We are back. The show is called TBR SSF Show, which simply means TBR Solution Sports Forum. It is myself, the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe, together with Saddam. He has been having issues with internet connectivity, but I can see that he has finally managed to connect. Saddam, welcome to the show. Let's get moving. I want us to look at a number of issues, but we want to discuss your games in Bloemfontein. Let's do the postmortem. Let's evaluate, let's analyze. All right. Very interesting. I heard Gamondi, the opponent coach. He said he feels that Chiefs used too many inexperienced players. Okay. That was his argument. Not only that, he also feels that Kaizer Chief management and supporters, they've placed too much expectation. So he's pleading with both the supporters and management to be patient. Don't put too much pressure on yourself in terms of the expectation. That should be managed very well. And he even said, this is a constructive criticism that is giving Kaizer Chiefs. Those are the issues that he raised, Gamondi, and I could see that Nabi also agreed in terms of the quality. He also said Chiefs lack quality, and then this Nabi said he's happy that this game played because it gave him the opportunity. Your camera is off, Saddam. He says this gave him the opportunity to understand what he has. He went further to say there is no quality at Kaizer Chiefs. He said, I hope everybody understands. He's quite happy that this happened. And then he said, had he won, people were going to praise him. And then, and then in other words, cover the cracks with a paper wall. So he said, no, this is good. So this is it. Saddam, welcome to the show and greet the viewers.
Yeah, morning viewers, morning comrade and everyone. Happy Tuesday to everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what Gamondi said. And then remember, Gamondi's from here. He said, at this point, you're not going to compete with Sundowns, Pirates. He even mentioned Ajax for that matter. And then he said, if you are going international, he's not against youngsters being introduced, but he said 5 youngsters were introduced. And then Nabi agreed in terms of the quality. So do you agree with him or not? But before we go there, let's look at the positives this event is. You know, now I understand why Dr. Ivan Kosa was saying, now let's postpone Chiefs' announcement, you know, because once Chiefs make an announcement, they dominate the media. All right, but like I said the other time, that it's not that they dominate the media, they do their work. Because people in the media, for instance, they get, Chiefs will make sure that you get the news. All right. So for me, that's a very good thing. They make sure that you get the news. And you could see last week it was Chiefs all over the show. And Kappa Boss, this is one article that I saw. He said they sold double more jerseys than Orlando Pirates Adidas. And then they are very happy as Kappa. And then, so this is what they want. Remember, the sponsors about the money. What is it coming in? So Chiefs have done very well. And I saw what was happening at Bloemfontein. You guys painted Bloemfontein gold and black, or black and gold. That's how it was. You were seeing Gazebos all over the show. So, you know, your presence was really, really felt. So on that note, Chiefs is doing well. So for me, if you ask me, I said the Chiefs supporters, they need at least to take a consult on this fact that, you know what, management have done their bit. The supporters, yes, they've done their bit because they went there in numbers. So those are some of the positives. But now you need to be patient and give the coach. Do you agree with Gamondi or Gamondi's wrong? Saddam?
Hello again. Myself, individual, I'm ready, disagree with him.
Yeah.
We as Kaizer team supporters, we know that it's a first game, it's a friendly game, it's a new coach. You want to rebuild Kaizer Chiefs. So I don't agree with him because I move around at the stadium, ask the people. I think, I don't know if you do have my my clip when I was asking the supporters how they feel about the coach, about the merchandise, whatever. We're going to give our coach a chance. We don't mind about 4-0. Yes, the score was a bonus. The very important is to welcome our coach, our new jersey, and then we thank to management to make sure they bring Nabi as the family. But I'm not agree with him.
No, you misunderstand these critics. This critic is not blaming the coach. It's quite clear. He said you lack quality, and Nabi agrees. All right. Then he said you use too many inexperienced players. So I don't know, when you say you disagree, what do you mean? And then he said you Kaizer Chiefs brought in 5. Look at that young man, very quality player, Mbutu. He played very well, all right? But you could see that was because of lack of experience. And Nabi, what he did was very good to say, look, when the boy, you know, was like feeling bad, he tried to lift him up. And then he went further during the interview, said, no, I could not substitute him immediately because I was going to kill him. So he is not saying the fans were angry. And then there were other fans. If I start my show, I started with another fan who was very angry to say they were just selling their merchandise, you know. Look, if you want to finally come out, you need to do introspection and self-evaluation. And there's nothing wrong. And I'm saying Nabi agrees with him. So when you say he talks about quality, and when he talks about quality, I've seen Kaizer Chiefs players, they were losing so many balls. Some of the goals that were scored, it was due to their mistake. And that's quality. That's not quality. You can't miss a pass, all right? He's not criticizing the management, he's not criticizing the supporters, but he says, and Nabi said, we need quality. So hence I'm saying, I don't agree with you. Don't just support. I hear you are Chiefs, you need to defend them. But here he was saying, these are the areas that they need to focus on. He was very clear that they need not to put pressure on the coach. Give him a year or two, then you'll see what's going to happen, because he's a good coach. All right? That's what he was saying. He was not saying people are not happy with the coach. That's not what he was saying. All right? You may be happy, but others are not happy. Yes, Saddam.
Yeah. Yeah, I think myself, I still repeat. I said that game was a test game. That's why I hear the statement of the Nabi, what he said about the game. Number one. Number two, we didn't reveal the supporters. The players. Chiefs is still going to make announcements for the new players. That was the test game. But we know that we got a lot of young players that were playing. But that is not a final team that we say, no, this team that was playing at Bloemfontein, they're going to compete on the PSL. No, that was a test game for the day. So that's why I said, I hear what the coach said. He said he was checking to see which place, where the gap, where he's going to enforce and everything. He talks about that one. But if somebody say, no, it's supposed to do this one, we can talk about maybe when it's a 3 game. You can't complain for 1 game. Yes, we're supposed to win. We need the results, but not to just make harsh and say, no, Chiefs is going to compete with those young players. No, that was a test. The coach knows what he's going to do. He knows where he's going to close the gap. So that's why I say I don't agree. Even now, I'm still saying I don't agree with him because that was a test game.
Gamondi was not saying Chiefs were going to compete with those young players. He was saying if they want to compete at international level, at high level, those are the areas they need to look at. Okay. And he's
give me one.
No. Look, Nabi also says, I'm happy. Now I know where to reinforce. 1. Then he went further. Yeah, now listen now. Because that's why I'm saying you misconstrue what Gamondi was saying. All right. He says, now I know where the areas are lacking. But now I'm not going to talk them in public. It's an internal matter. Because I need to respect my players. Because once I start mentioning those positions where I need reinforcement, I'm going to make the players uncomfortable, which is fair, which is good. And we understand that this is the first game. And Gamondi was simply saying, if you are to go forward, and let me tell you why I'm dealing with the subject. You, as the person who's leading the supporters, you need to make the supporters understand. And if you want to win, you must be truthful to yourself. You cannot just hide even things. If you are naked, you are naked. You must say, I'm naked. You cannot just say, I'm not naked and keep on being in denial. And Kaizer Chiefs, they've said themselves, Junior has said, we are still going to buy. All right. Now, the mere fact that they're saying they're still going to buy, they've acknowledged that we need to reinforce. And having said that, they were waiting for the coach. And the good news about you is the fact that you are not playing top 8. You have time. 1. Secondly, I'm not negating the fact that we're lacking players because of injuries. Dove was not there because of injury. Happy Mashiane was not there because of injury. And the young men are still saying, Mbutu played well in that position, you know, but the experience has shown up. And then, and I say big up to the coach for giving him support. We are continuing to support him, all right? And I hear Tim Fundo was criticizing himself, which is good, which is self-respect, to say, I'm sorry about me doing the Kasi on a serious game. But some of us, we loved it. I enjoyed what he did because this is what we want, basically, okay? Because what Mfundo did, for me, it was not negative. It was just exciting the fans, for me. That's for me. But the coach will have a talk with them, all right? So you cannot just defend for the sake of defending. We need to introspect and see where are the problems and say them as they are. After saying them as they are, we'll sort out the problems. All right, Saddam? I need to move on. Yes, Saddam. Are we done? Can we move on?
Now, before we're done, and then I just want to say to Kaizer Chiefs supporters, let's support our team, let's support our management and players and the coaches. The good things are coming. That was a test game. We know that Kaizer Chiefs management, they're going to do something. Very soon they're going to make an announcement, so we're going to be happy. Now, we can't say anything because things are beyond our control as supporters. Our job is 12 players to support our team. We want to say thanks to Kappa, thanks to Toyota, thanks to management of Kaizer Chiefs and player and the coach. Let's go together, we can win.
Okay, let me say before I forget, that's your job. He said supporters and management must manage their expectation, which is correct. Gamondi is correct. Manage your expectation. He says he would love to coach a team like Kaizer Chiefs. It's a big team, but you do slowly you build. We have seen what happened with Sundowns. Sundowns were losing. They nearly got relegated. And then they were patient with Pito. So your message to the supporters, they must be patient with the coach. And big up to the supporter. They went there in numbers. I know that you did a lot of spade work. I saw people driving from Ikukule to coming to Tembisa. And then, so that's well done. Okay, Saddam, let's move on quickly. Let me just check quickly. And then I just want to share the news. Remember, Ballon d'Or will be coming soon. And then I'm going to analyze some of the players whom we think probably they deserve Ballon d'Or. Because Ballon d'Or is about facts. You know, funny enough, I saw Messi's already raised his hand when it comes to Ballon d'Or. He's one of the people who's already there. He was not even considered. This is Lorato Martinez, and Messi has said he thinks he's the one who should deserve the Ballon d'Or. But let's look at the facts. We cannot just think what Messi said. Out of 35, Lorato Martinez has scored 35 goals, and then has done about 18 assists. He has won the Serie A, he has won the Copa America, he has won the Italian Super Cup, and then the Serie A Golden Boot, and then a Copa America Golden Boot, and then they scored a winning goal in the final. So that was the final of the Copa America, not just final. It was the final of the Copa America. I don't know whether Saddam, have you watched the Olympics? Did you watch the Olympics so far?
No, I just hear the results. I couldn't have a chance to, because I was busy with getting the supporters if they reach their place, all the branches who are in Bloemfontein, if they arrive safely. We are busy doing that and having a meeting.
The football it's brilliant. I'm telling you, I watch them. The football is excellent. All the teams are playing well. You know, we're worried that there's no Mbappe, there's no Messi, but I'm telling you, there's nothing like that. I saw Guinea. Guinea were playing a brilliant football. France itself, they're playing, you know, all the teams are playing very well. And then we saw that Argentina, they won. And then Julio Alvarez, he said he was having a video call with Aguero. Remember, Aguero's got a podcast. He said, you know what? They are so happy because Messi has always been motivating them, even during this cup and then during this tournament. So he has always been there. Remember, he's injured and so on. That's leadership. He's not there, but he's there with them in spirit. And the other good news that I want to share, I don't know whether you are aware that Paul Pogba, there is a possibility that he may come back soon, which is good. And then they want to, you know, revive his career. Man United, they are already saying, remember Paul Pogba was banned. Man United, they are saying they may look at him and give him a chance. And apparently has been training alone. That would be very, very good. Because what happened to Pogba, it was very sad. And remember, the boy still has talent. And now, you know, I wish things goes well for him. We'll watch the space very closely. So, yeah, remember, it's top 8. Is top 8 this week, Sarah?
Yeah, this week, yes.
Yeah, and then give me the games who's playing.
Yeah, Sundown is playing Polokwane City. Pirates are playing with Super Sport.
Super Sport, yes. Okay.
So I think I'll send you a picture.
Yeah.
Super Sport.
Of Super Sport.
I'll send you
all right. Pirates is playing, who says Sundowns is playing who?
Polokwane City on Sunday.
Polokwane City. What's your take about Sundowns?
Saturday.
What's your take about Sundowns? Do you think they'll repeat what they've been doing all along?
No, I don't want to say so much because somebody maybe they will judge for the preseason where they were playing, but we never see so much because now the season is coming. We don't know in the top 8 maybe they will come out with something else after what happened about the Bulan and everything. We don't know. We're still gonna see who's gonna drive, who's gonna make sure they repeat what they done.
And Mapakania, I hear people are so positive about the Bucks that they'll rise this time. They are the people who are going to stop Mamelodi Sundowns. What's your take about them, the Buccaneers?
Yeah, it's their home game, and they play against SuperSport. Remember, SuperSport, they are the tricky team. You can't judge them. They can surprise Pirates. But anyway, it's going to be a good game. But at the end of the day, Pirates, they are favorite on the paper, but they must be careful because Gavin Hunter can surprise anybody. So that is going to be a big game to watch on Saturday. So it's a Pirates game.
Or do you think that they can be surprised if they're not careful?
Yes, it's what I said.
Okay. Now, Saddam, let's move on quickly. Let me check here. I just want to share the books that we have, which people can buy for themselves. Yes, there's one. The other one is called How to Get Out of Bad Debts. Use other people's money and resources to get rich. They can only get it from us if you want this book. Then it will teach you how to do it. Because if you don't understand that, you'll never make money. That is a new money. So you can just give us a shout. And this is my first book, which is called Secrets for Becoming Rich, the second edition. It will teach you a number of things, how to save, how to do a budget, budgeting, and so on. So if you want to learn more about those things, then you can get a copy. Here is another book by a friend of mine, Nomsa Masbugo. He hails from Mpumalanga, and she runs a lot of business. She's got about guest houses, a few of them. And then, in fact, in terms of rooms, she's got more than 100 rooms. But not only that, she also has other business that she runs, like cleaning company and so on. She wrote this book. Nomsa, how did she got to write this book? She heard me on SAFM talking about my second book, How to Turn 500 into a million rand business. Then he said, please let me get the book. He bought the book, then he bought all my books. So she was inspired. She bought this one. Very, very, very important. So, yeah. Now, Saddam, having said what I said, I'm going to now go to closing. I saw Neymar. I've noticed that Neymar really loves Messi. He was talking about the impact that Messi has in his life. He said after they played the final in Saudi, he sent Messi, he sent Messi a picture of him with a cup. Then Messi was happy for him. Then he said, you know what? As they were talking, he made Messi listen to the fans because the fans were chanting Messi, Messi, Messi. You know those fans of Al Hilal, they provoke Ronaldo that way. When they play with Al Nasser, they just call Messi, then Ronaldo lose it. Football, it's about psychology. If you remember Muhammad Ali, before he fights you, he will start defeating your psychology. And it's not only football, even the war, the war, like you see what is happening in Ukraine. It's all about psychology. You know, Muhammad Ali would provoke an opponent to a point whereby the opponent, when they go to the ring, he has finished with the opponent. So Ronaldo, I think there's no one who's advising him that don't take these people serious. Just ignore them. Do what you are good at. You know, so he respond and all that, and they like it. The more he respond, the more they taunt him. You know, when he have the ball, they call Messi. When he takes the free kick, they call the name of Messi. What do you want to say about this? This is what you should psyche the Chiefs players, you know. Psychology, the mentally is very strong. They need to be mentally strong. And then that is why I say Nabi did well by ensuring that he motivate that young man, irrespective of the mistake that he did, that don't worry, it will happen. You're doing well, and then keep your head high. I understand he's the son of Patrick Mbuti. Am I right?
Yes, Patrick Mbuti from Belcom. He was
No,
playing
Patrick
yes.
Mbuti is from Bethlehem. He's my homeboy.
Yeah, Bethlehem. Belcom.
Yeah,
Bethlehem.
he's the same as Mukwena and so on. All right. Saddam, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate. We are getting a lot of people. Don't worry, the show started with some of your videos and so on. And also that one was, they were showing us the merchandise. He's not happy about the football that they are playing. So they must take it as a reflection, which they need to use. One of the R words for the big R is you reflect and review. That's all. There's nothing wrong about it. And we hope they'll do well. Saddam, bid the viewers farewell.
Yeah, thank you very much. Our supporters, Kaizer Chiefs supporters, they must remember when Baxter won the league 2013, the first time he arrived here, he was beaten by Sundown 4-1. But now, today we're beaten by 4-0. End of the day, we are going somewhere else. So we as supporters of Kaizer Chiefs, believe in Nabi. And then it's going to give us something. This was a test game. Yes, we lost. We know people are traveling from Lord. They pay their money. They buy jersey. But let's not complain for the first game. And they're still cooking. Something is coming. We're going to go back to our glory days. Kaizer Chiefs supporters, let's support our team. Kappa, thank you. Toyota, thank you. Management, Kaizer Chiefs players, let's come together. And then we'll make sure that our team goes there. We're not on the top 8. We have a chance to do something. I think they're gonna have a friendly game again before the season open. We still have a chance to build our team. Nabi, we are behind you. Everyone, let's support our team.
Let me tell you something. Doc Kumalo said he's very impressed with Nabi. He said he saw what he does at the training. He does things that he has never seen. All right? And then he said even the players were saying, no, this guy is doing something different. No one is saying he's a bad coach. Saddam, get clear. No one is saying it. And you know what I like about Doc? Doc is open. He's a Chiefs fan. Doc, all right, from childhood. I told you that I grew up with Doc in Dube. Okay, we used to go to stadium together. I was a Pirates throughout. And and Doc said, this guy is very good, all right? But let's wait and see. And he needs to be given support. You need to speak the truth sometimes if you want to heal. You cannot just lie. If you keep on lying, you are fooling the people that we want to help. To say, look, these are the areas that you need to focus and fix. But nevertheless, I'm not disputing your point. It's how you see it. It's your team. I know. Thank you so much, Saddam. Much appreciated. And then see you next time. Thank you.